Hello, all. This is Sam Wolf, and I'm going to talk today about the Society of American Archivists. Most of this information came from the SAA website, along with a few blog posts and its Wikipedia page. The Society of American Archivists is a membership organization comprising individuals and organizations dedicated to the selection, care, preservation, access to, and administration of historical records of enduring value for the benefit of current and future generations. With over 6,200 members, it is the largest and oldest national professional association dedicated to the needs and interests of archives and archivists. All of the work undertaken by the SAA on behalf of its members and archives users is guided by the following vision, mission, and core values. Its mission is as follows. The SAA is a vital community that promotes the value and diversity of archives and archivists and serves as the preeminent resource for the profession. Its vision is as follows. The SAA empowers archivists to achieve professional excellence and foster innovation to ensure the identification, preservation, understanding, and use of records of enduring value. The Society of American Archivists is committed to the advancing of the public standing of archivists, ensuring the diversity of its members and leaders, the profession, and the archival record, fostering an open and inclusive culture of creativity, collaboration, and experimentation across the association, providing excellent member service, and ensuring transparency, accountability, integrity, professionalism, and social responsibility in conducting its activities. Though the SAA is the oldest current American archival organization, it was technically not the first. The nation's first association of archivists was the Public Archives Commission of the American Historical Association. It was established in 1899 and held its first conference in 1909 in conjunction with the AHA's annual meeting. But by the time the National Archives was created in 1934, the commission had largely disbanded. The following year, first archivist of the United States, R.D.W. Connor, with the help of the National Archives Director of Publications, Selwyn Buck, organized a program on the need for an archival organization for AHA's 1935 annual meeting. The group met in Chattanooga, Tennessee in December 1935. The discussion began with a presentation by Theodore Blegan, superintendent of the Minnesota Historical Society, on problems of American archivists, which included the lack of public records, laws at both the state and federal level, a lack of archival educational resources and opportunities, a lack of classification, cataloging, and description guidelines, and a lack of housing, care, and repair standards for records, among others. It was then recommended a professional association of American archivists be established to help mitigate the problems. A constitution was later drafted and presented to the American Historical Association annual meeting in 1936. The constitution was approved, and the SAA was born. By the time the first annual meeting rolled around, the SAA had 243 members, although anyone could attend the meeting for a 50-cent fee, including the National Archives staff. By the 1970s, the majority of membership in the SAA was made up of college and university archivists. These archivists, as well as the influence of more progressive social justice movements, allowed for the restructuring of the organization as a whole, democratizing elections and restructuring committees. There was also a push for better professional resources as well as education standards. In 1972, the SAA adopted the report of its committee for the 1970s. Included among the committee recommendations was a positive injunction to the nominating committee to make the council more representative of and responsible to the diverse interests of the SAA by considering archival interests, age, sex, geography, nationality, ethnicity, and race in the selection of a slate of candidates. In 1978, the SAA established a joint committee on opportunities for minorities. The most recent president of the SAA is President Meredith Evans, who became inaugurated in 2017. As the organization looks to the future, there are 4 key goals the organization prioritizes: advocating for archives and archivists, enhancing professional growth, advancing the field, and meeting members' needs. The Society of American Archivists offers 4 categories of membership: individual membership, student membership, associate membership, and institutional membership. Individual membership is open to those who are or have been engaged in the custody, study, teaching, or control of archives, records, or private papers, or who wish to support the objectives of the Society. Individual full members are eligible to hold office, hold appointed positions in the Society, vote for officers, counselors, and members of the nominating committee, and receive the benefits of the Society's programs and services. Student membership is open to individuals in degree-conferring programs and confers many member benefits at a significantly reduced rate. Such benefits include full access to the American Archivist Online, complimentary subscription to Archival Outlook, member discounts on annual meetings and course website registration, member discounts on SAA published books, participation in SAA sections, participation in SAA's mentoring program, and also students are eligible to hold any appointed positions in the Society, to vote for officers, counselors, members of the nominating committee, to vote on all matters requiring a vote which come before the Society as a whole, to be members of the constituent units of the Society, and to receive the benefits of the Society's programs and services. Associate membership is limited to individuals living in the United States who support the objectives of the Society, but who are either not professionally responsible for custody or control of records, archives, or private papers, or who are not engaged in the study of teaching of archives, and individuals living outside the United States whose primary allegiance is to their own National Archival Association. Associate members are eligible to be members of sections and task force and to receive the benefit of the Society's programs and services. Institutional membership is open to institutions or agencies responsible for or substantially interested in the custody, studying, teaching, control, or use of archives, records, and/or private papers. Institutional members are eligible to receive the benefits of the Society's programs and services. Each institutional member may also identify a primary contact person who is eligible to vote, hold office, and serve on appointed groups. Specific membership benefits include access to the scholarly journal American Archivist, which is the premier journal of the archives profession. This semi-annual periodical features research articles, literature reviews, case studies, perspectives, and international reports. Individual full members and associate members receive complimentary access to the American Archivist. They also get a subscription to Archival Outlook magazine, which helps members stay abreast of the latest news and information that is essential to the archives community. This bi-monthly magazine includes how-to pieces and reports on innovations in the profession, SAA activities, upcoming events, and more. Discounts that come with the membership include discounts for SAA books, covering a broad range of archives and record management topics, registration for the SAA's annual meeting, the premier educational professional network event of the year for archives and records management professionals, which I will talk about more in the future, and registration for continuing education offerings that provide you with unmatched opportunities to learn about new skills and developing technologies. Some of the specific programs offered to members include the Career Service Commons and the SAA's mentoring program. The Commons is a space for students, early career archivists, and others to connect with experienced archives professionals. Designed in response to the continued success of the Career Center at the SAA annual meeting, the Career Services Commons is now a permanent online space for SAA members. SAA's mentoring program brings together members with expertise in subjects and with members who want to build their knowledge within those subject areas. Access to the SAA membership directory allows for networking opportunities with contact information for all SAA individual and institutional members provided. The annual meeting of the Society of American Archivists, held in late summer in different cities throughout the country, includes a wide array of informative education sessions, pre-conference workshops, networking opportunities, special events, exhibits, and tours of local repositories. Geography is a principal factor in selecting potential host cities. This picture shows the 2018 annual meeting, which was held in Washington, D.C. The Society of American Archivists Foundation is the nation's leading source of nonprofit funding dedicated to the interests of archives and archivists. The SAA Foundation raises money to provide resources to enhance the work of the archival community with research and reporting about the profession, its practices, and its practitioners, development of professional growth opportunities, recognition of archivists via scholarship, travel assistance, and rewards, programs to enhance the performance of repositories, and efforts to persuade influential external organizations to create or promote archives. The SAA Foundation supports the Strategic Growth Fund, Margaret Cross Norton Fund, the Linda J. Henry Fund, and the National Disaster Recovery Fund for archives. The Strategic Growth Fund was established in 2011 in honor of the Society of American Archivists' 75th anniversary. This fund supports the Foundation's strategic priorities, including professional and public education, publications, research, the SAA Awards Program, and general operations of the SAA Foundation. The Margaret Cross Norton Fund was originally established from the estate left to the SAA by Margaret Cross Norton. This unrestricted fund is used to further the educational activities of the Foundation. The Linda J. Henry Fund was established from the estate left to the SAA by Linda J. Henry. This unrestricted fund is used to further the Foundation's priorities. The National Disaster Recovery Fund for Archives was established in 2005 in the wake of Hurricanes Katrina and Rita. This fund provides grants to support recovery of archival collections from major disasters, regardless of region or repository type. The SAA also provides scholarship opportunities to students, including the F. Gerald Ham and Elsie Ham Scholarship, the Mosaic Scholarship, and the Josephine Foreman Scholarship. The F. Gerald Ham and Elsie Ham Scholarship funds are used to support the graduate archival education of a student who is studying at a United States University program that meets the criteria for graduate education set forth by the Society of American Archivists. The Mosaic Scholarship provides financial and mentoring support to students of color pursuing graduate education in archival science, encourages students to pursue a career as an archivist, and promotes the diversification of the American archives profession. The award is given to applicants who demonstrate excellent potential for scholastic and personal achievement and who manifest a commitment both to the archives profession and to advancing diversity concerns within it. The Josephine Foreman Scholarship provides financial support to minority students pursuing graduate education in archival science and encourages students to pursue a career as an archivist and promotes the diversification of the American archives profession. The scholarship is given to applicants who demonstrate excellent potential for scholastic and personal achievement and who manifest a commitment both to the archives profession and to advancing diversity concerns within it. Trends in Archival Practice is an open-ended series by the Society of American Archivists featuring brief, authoritative treatments written and edited by top-level professionals that fill significant gaps in archival literature. The goal of this approach is to build agile, user-centered resources. Modules treat discrete topics relating to the practical management of archives and manuscript collections in the digital age. For instance, the series entitled Engagement in the Digital Era consists of 3 modules that share practical and creative approaches to reaching more people more effectively in the digital era, with archives in film and media, creating new programs to better connect users to historic collections, and designing effective social media strategies for archival organizations. Putting description standards to work contains modules dealing with adjusting documentation to better serve the needs of community members, an introduction to updated versions of archival descriptions, and many more topics as well. If you are curious about my reasons for choosing to cover the SAA, it largely had to do with my interest in pursuing archival studies. Given my lack of experience in the field, I felt that getting familiar with the flagship organization in the field of archives would provide me with a great overview of the profession as a whole. So that just about covers it. I look forward to learning more about all the other organizations offered for this assignment. Have a good one.